then coming back down. Obviously, now we're looking, if you're trading down at the uh, 17 area as our next support level.
That 17 area, 17, 18 area was a big area last week.
Mm-hmm. No, couldn't have been last week. We weren't up here. Maybe down below at 41.17.
No, it's 17. You look across that chart, you'll find it.
Well, but these are new highs.
Yeah. For now they are, but you go back in
prior
time.
to that. Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay, gotcha. I hear you. I don't. You saw Don's charts, much more advanced than mine.
A lot more crap on them.
There's a lot more information on those charts than I can feast my eyes on. That's all I can tell you. I mean, that's all I want to say. I can't. Again, you have to put the charts up there. My miner is very simple. I don't get too excited about them. I don't do much with them. And his are very kind of involved.
I think I just have one more thing on mine than you have on yours.
Yeah, but it works for you. It's way too. It's already one more thing extra than I have, so it's fine. I'm good. I'm good.
I think I got a 50 period moving average, and that's it.
Okay. All right. All right, definitely. I'm not surprised. We're floating back up here to our pivot, back in the middle of the range. So very, very quiet little trade. Not surprising, actually. It is what it is. All right. Again, just kind of coming, floating back up here to our pivot and middle of the range. And like I said, I'm not surprised if we end up here, and that's kind of it. Philip, I thought you were out of here. What are you even doing here? Enjoy the day. Enjoy the weekend.
That's it.
Right? I mean, I'm going to be out of here soon. I mean, and I miss my trades. You got your trades. Well, I did get I got my blue band, and then I got that 21 area down below on that little flush. I adjusted a little bit there because I missed my 24, so I adjusted a little bit down to the downside, and I saw the little support areas that we have a little bit underneath it, my secondary support level. So that kind of worked out for me. So I'm a little happier than I was when I missed those other opportunities. Yeah, Philip, get out. He's gonna get himself in trouble, Don. Talk to him.
Yep. I can tell you this: digging a hole on Friday sucks. That's the bottom line.
Not mincing any words. It's terrible. The worst part is not losing the money. It's the fact that you have to think about it for 2 days and you can't do anything about it.
Yeah,
And
usually during the week it'll go back to something, but some Fridays it just seems to get one directional. It just keeps going.
yeah, I mean, it's just, again, like I said, the worst part for me is that I am like, it's just, like I can deal with lose money and then the next day I'm back at it. I'm good. And I got to think about it. And then if you've made mistakes and you're like, "Ugh, why did I do that? Because I overtraded or I shouldn't have traded and blah, blah, blah." Then you really get yourself and like you blame yourself and you're like, how did I do these stupid things on a Friday?
Yep.
So, but yes, we finally talked him into it.
Good. What's the old saying? Do as we say, not do as we do.
That's right, for sure. For sure. All right, we are range bound and back in the pivot area, still range bound. So upside, careful around the 41. We talked about how close on the upside there is. So if you're going to trade that, be careful there. And the bonds recovered from that that number. S&Ps recovered from that number. They're all back to where they started from. So you get a number, you get a hiccup, and then they come right back and do nothing. We'll see.
Well, bless his heart, he did shut it down and leave.
Oh yeah, he's a man. He does. I'm surprised that he even stayed. He usually is the first one out of here.
Yeah. I'm going to punch the numbers in the chat in case anybody didn't get them. Because
Yeah,
I'm fixing to follow Philip.
yeah, I'm fixing to follow you guys and a few here also. Yeah. I mean, it is what it is. It is Friday, and we are range bound. And after a very busy week, nothing wrong with the market taking a little bit of a breather.
I noticed that lumber prices are starting to creep back up again.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm not into that sphere, so I wouldn't know. But yeah, I don't know. Costs are still kind of high. I think you're still having the supply issues. That's not going to go away too soon, even though everybody thought they were going to go away soon. But they're not going to, I don't think.
The guy that I had to go get some parts the other day, and we were talking, and he was telling me that his suppliers, he says, they're liable to show up or not show up. He said they telling him that they can't get drivers.
Mm-hmm. That is a problem. Yeah. So that even if they have this stuff, they can't even ship it there.
Yeah.
Yeah, my son-in-law, he does logistics for a trucking company.
Yeah.
And that's his biggest problem is to find drivers. Because they have the they're at the dock, they're in those containers. You still need the drivers to take the containers to the supplier, and they're paying like top dollar to these drivers to get their tankers, to the right place.
I know I know here that there's so many people. It, I'm assuming it's all over the U.S. Is they can't pass drug test.
That I didn't know. That's funny.
Yeah, they. I mean, these guys are tested, especially if you're hauling like any hazardous liquids. They're really.
Well, that makes sense, right? That makes sense.
But even the normal truckers, just to go, used to we go down and we get a commercial driver's license. I've had one for 40 years. We didn't have to go through all these tests and schooling and.
Yeah, well,
I guess
times are different, right?
Yeah.
And everything's changed. I mean, drugs. I mean, that's the thing. That's like, like marijuana is legal in Illinois, but at the same time, you have to take a drug test, and if you fail the drug test, which has marijuana in it, you don't, you can't get a job. And most of these firms nowadays are kind of requiring that you take a drug test before before they hire you. But then when pot is legal here, what do? I mean, how do you control that? I don't know.
My question is okay, you get a job, you pass your drug test, you get a job, but it's legal in that state to smoke pot. So they go out and smoke pot. Well, then they come back to work, even though they've been off of it for so many hours, and something happens and they get drug tested again. Whose fault? Yeah, it's kind of like it's a legal nightmare.
It is. It is. I mean, but you gotta. I think the employers have to look at it and say, look, it's not deterring his job, how he does his job. So you have to. I don't know. I don't know what the deal is, but you're right. It's definitely an issue.
I know the guys in Colorado their state law said it was okay to grow it, but federal law says it's against the law. So you couldn't take it off you couldn't deduct your expenses off your federal income tax to do illegal operations.
Right. So that again, and that's where they're trying to make that adjustment on the federal level.
Yeah.
Because they're also losing out on a lot of taxes.
Yeah.
Because the states are at least making money now. But the federal, they're still not. They're losing out on taxes. So what can I tell you? I mean, they're going to change that for sure. I mean, they have to.
I have people come in here all the time. Says, "Man, you ought to start growing marijuana." I'm going, I don't want to grow anything. I don't care how much money's involved in it.
Yeah,
I'm too lazy.
Yeah. Yeah, leave it for the young folk, right?
That's it. It's time for the next generation to start stepping up.
Right. Now you can lease them your land, right, and get money that way. There you go. Knew there was a way for you to make money in this.
I just soon trade. The heck with those greenhouses.
That's true.
There's no headaches. You're not getting sued. Nowadays when somebody, if Johnny over here gets in a wreck and you got something in the back of his vehicle, they sue Johnny, his insurance company. They sue everybody tied into that thing. It's kind of like, don't want it.
Yeah, no, it's out of control.
I got a book from some guy. I won't mention his name, but anyway, he tells a story in his book about this guy wanting him to trade his account. So he had a couple $100,000 in it, and he was trading his account, and he made him a few $1,000s and stuff out of it. And he decided to quit, so he quit. So the guy kept after him, "Oh, please trade my account again. Please trade my account again." Well, so he got it, and he lost about 30 grand just real quick. Market just didn't do what it was supposed to do. And over the next month or so, he gathered it all back. He made another 20,000 or 30,000, and he gave it back to the guy. And he says, "No, I don't want to do this anymore." And the guy sued him for the money that he lost up front because he figured the guy should have made $30,000 up front. And he says, "I'll never trade another account for anybody."
Right. No, it's crazy.
I said, "Yep."
I mean, you have to have a lot of disclaimers. You have to go through the process of making it legal. If you don't, they're gonna come right after you.
Yeah,
You got to let them sign all these disclaimers, and so that you can just CYA, protect your ass, baby.
that's it. Now, if you need a good tax write-off and lose some money, send it on over. I'll fix you right up.
Oh, I can do that too. We can do that fast too.
Yeah, Ben.
A couple days, we'll take care of you.
That's it. You'll have enough deductions to last you for 2 or 3 years.
We can either make a lot of money or you'll have a nice deduction for a while. All right.
That's it. I wonder what it'd be like to be able to trade like that. It's going to go up to let's buy 100 lots.
Yeah, well, that's opinions. We can do what we're doing and still lose money, so we don't need to have an opinion.
Yeah, that's right. All my opinions are always wrong anyway.
Yeah. All right.
Well, Mr. Saul, enjoyed the morning. It's done what I thought it was going to do. I'm out of here.
You take care. You have a great weekend.
You too.
Everybody have a great weekend. Be a little bit careful here today. I get it, Pat. I understand that everything's upside down these days. It is going to be kind of slow. We're going to be range bound, I think. As you can see, we're having a tough time fighting out of this range, and it's Friday, so expectations have to be damped a little bit. And if we do get a move, it's probably going to be one way at the end. So you definitely have to be a little bit mindful of that. So we've covered our whole range overnight pretty much. And so we are just sideways trading. The 41 level got kind of triggered already. So looking at 48 is the next good level on the upside. Downside, looking at 17. In the middle here, if you want to trade that range, you go ahead, but just make sure you keep your stop in place. It's going to be a little bit quiet, so it is what it is. All right, seem to be, like I said, just range bound here. All right, get back here in a bit.
Couple quick programming notes. Hey, Bill, how'd you make out today? Welcome aboard. Hey, Frank, Glenn, Jack, KG, Marcus, Mauricio, Roop. DNA, I know who this is. I just can't remember the name behind the scenes. Just let me know back in chat. I can put it together again. Those that are joining us today, this is Trade Along Live with Saul, focused on the S&P 500 E-mini. Saul is a veteran, 25-year veteran of the trading pits in Chicago. He is actively scalping his own account. Don was in and out today. Don is a trading aficionado, a student of Saul's. If you'd like to learn more about what we do here, I'll send you out a link. The link coming out to you now. It has a opportunity to sign up for this service on a daily basis. You come and go as you please. You don't get tossed out. So review this as I give it out to you. Frank, you only got the famous one. And I was having Frank's yesterday. Sauerkraut, mustard, sauerkraut, chili, and onion. Very good. So join us at tradealonglive.com. It's the link to come in, tradealonglive.com. Today is Friday. Had a good trading morning on and off. And I hope you take the time to join us and be part of this world. This is an adjunct or a supplement to the Trade Along Trading Academy. This is a paid-for service, and look for you on the other side.